Yes, okay, item 16 is public comment. Anyone have a public comment? Jim? From the historical and cultural, the award-winning Jim Fitticaro and his committee, thank you.
Jim Fitticaro, 812 Dillon Street, Raritan. Mayor, I only have 5 minutes to give you 6 comments. Is that correct?
I think it was 2.5 minutes.
Just to elaborate on what Mr. Fooey said about the signs at the jug handle. I came to that meeting and I talked to the DOT, I guess it is.
Yes.
They talked about, I said to them, you're putting a Band-Aid on a leg that's bleeding profusely, and you've done absolutely nothing. They said take land away from the people on 202, but you've done nothing for Raritan in terms of eliminating the problem. One of the things that I see, and Mr. Fooey elaborated to on the sign for trucks. There are 2 signs, if you're coming south, if you're going south on First Avenue, there are 2 signs that say do not block the driveway. One in front of the driveway and one on the other side of the driveway. So everybody stops on First Avenue to let that driveway be open. People coming through the jug handle can't see those signs. They go right in front of you. And they block off the traffic. If there was ever an emergency for a fire truck or a rescue squad to come through there, I don't know how they would get through that avenue. I've sat through 3 lights, and that's all I'll say about that matter. So, as you said, and the councilman and the president said, they put a Band-Aid on a major problem. I asked about the 3rd lane in the middle, why you just couldn't put a 3rd lane where the median is and put a traffic light, turn left only, and she said that would be too time consuming for the lights, so we'll back up traffic, so I'll let it go at that. Anyway, I'd like to thank the council on behalf of the Historical Council for being so supportive of us. I know that Mr. Girardi and Mr. Philly both are the liaison persons, and I've gotten nothing but kind words from them, support and dedication, and I thank the council for that. I hope that you will continue to support us. I also like to comment about the firehouse. You know that the historical committee has always wanted a place to store the artifacts and memorabilia of Raritan. We've hoped that by eliminating the firehouse and bringing the fire truck up to this new complex, if it goes through, that we would be able to use that first floor for a museum and bring all the museum memorabilia from the library, from the American Legion and the Historical Council, bring it all to one location, and the firehouse would be an ideal spot. So I'm all for that, and all the improvements you can make there, and I hope that you keep the Historic Council excuse me, in mind. Also, we talked about the tour. The tour is kind of long, and it's hard for elderly people in town to really see to join the tour. Matter of fact, on this coming Thursday, Marie, who's here also, I'll put her out for you in a second, myself, my wife, and Keith are going to be working on a slide presentation and watering down the document so that we can present it to senior citizen groups, various school organizations, and schools as well. So we also have that. As Mr. Fooey said, there is books at the library that are available for $2. In the future, there's a new project coming up. I won't go into detail tonight, but I would like to come before the council again with an idea that the Historical Society has. I think you'll be impressed with it. I think you'll back us, but that's for another time, another date. I'll come back to that. I know that tonight in the stands here, the scene here, Marie Lombardi's here. She did most of the work for the publication, and I also know that, well, she left, but not Mrs. Minetti, Thomas. She was our first president, and she started all this, and we thank her for doing that. And Marie and Keith both have been outstanding members of our historical committee, and most important, they've helped to increase the awareness and knowledge of the history of Raritan. And in the words of our ex-Governor Hughes, they help to promote the past so that the future generations will understand the efforts of their forefathers so essential to building community spirit. And I think these walking tours, people have come back on the walking tours. As Mr. Fooey said, there are approximately 29 to 30 people that came on the tour. Some of these people don't even live in Raritan, but they want to come back and learn about the history of Raritan. Some of them have lived in Raritan, moved away, and came back. So it's great to see these people on Saturday at the tour. And again, thank you for your time and thank you for your support.
Well, thank you for your good work and your good award-winning work. Okay. If that's it, then we can go to item 17. I have a motion to adjourn, please.
Second.
Mr. Gray and Mr. Bowie.